Well, with us now is News Nation's Libbey live for us from West Palm Beach, traveling with the president. Libbey, what's the latest response that you're hearing from the president's team on this operation?
Well, Kelly, as far as the reaction from President Trump's team and the president himself, we haven't heard from him yet this morning, but we're anticipating to hear from him later this evening when he does board Air Force One. Now, we're also tracking this reaction around the world to the Trump administration's operation. It's really been this mixed bag of reactions. We've seen that support, but we've also seen that sharp condemnation in the hours since this all took place. Those critics include, of course, those several Latin American countries, along with Russia and China, among those criticizing the actions. As a whole, though, these world leaders very shocked, and even Americans very shocked to see that the Trump administration went forward with this operation, despite the fact that they've had that the U.S. having that large naval presence just in the Caribbean over the last several months. Now, there's also this growing confusion both overseas and here at home over President Trump's comment that the U.S. would run Venezuela, and a role that Secretary of State Marco Rubio was pressed heavily today when he was doing all of these interviews across the Sunday shows. And Rubio was suggesting that the U.S. will handle this from a policy standpoint when it comes to how they're in charge in Venezuela when President Trump mentioned that. I want us to take a listen to what President Trump had to say when I asked him who was in charge.
You said that the U.S. is going to run Venezuela, so who's in power right now?
Well, we're going to be running it with a group, and we're going to make sure it's run properly. We're going to rebuild the oil infrastructure, which will cost billions of dollars. It'll be paid for by the oil companies directly. They will be reimbursed for what they're doing, but that's going to be paid. And we're going to get the oil flowing the way it should be. As you know, it was just a minor flow. It was actually a minor flow for what they have. But we're going to run it properly, and we're going to make sure the people of Venezuela are taken care of.
Russia was quick to actually condemn these strikes, calling them an unacceptable assault on Venezuela. But there's this reaction, and it was very different from what we saw from Ukraine, expectedly, of course, where President there, Volodymyr Zelensky, suggested that if this is how the U.S. deals with dictators, that ultimately it should turn its attention next to Vladimir Putin. You're hearing that message coming from Zelensky to President Trump after he was just here at Mar-a-Lago earlier this last week, Kelly. Here's the president telling me how he's feeling about Putin as of now.
You had a phone call with him on Monday. Did he talk at all about Maduro? Did y'all talk about this?
No, we didn't. We never spoke about Maduro.
Are you mad at him right now? I mean, there's this intelligence.
I'm not thrilled with Putin. I'm not thrilled with Putin. He's killing too many people.
So it's been a lengthy holiday here in Florida for President Trump. Kelly, you were here for the first half of that, but he will return to Washington later this evening after he spent the last about 2 weeks here. We know, of course, we saw him shopping for marble. We saw him launching these attacks on Venezuela, capturing Maduro, bringing Zelensky and Netanyahu both here. So it was a busy last couple of weeks, but he's also returning to Washington, Kelly, with a lot on his plate. As you well know, of course, those health care subsidies expiring, those Affordable Care Act subsidies expiring, something we could ask the president all aboard Air Force One later this afternoon, Kelly.
Yeah, that's right. Our Libbey will be on board Air Force One, traveling with President Trump back to Washington, D.C., to the White House. So keep us posted on what he tells you, Libbey, and thank you for your reporting.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.